After new harassment claims emerged, the latest is a woman claiming she was sexually and racially harassed by O'Reilly, who called her hot chocolate. But
Who says things like that?
Bill O'Reilly. Allegedly.
But they never either good-looking or witty, these types.
Yeah,
Go
hot
on.
chocolate.
Well, he could have called her burnt toast. I mean, he was trying. You know, he was trying to be,
Then that would have been offensive
But,
on so many levels.
Yeah, but I just, it just, I don't know. If you need game, this is an indication of it.
Yeah.
If you call somebody, hey, hot chocolate.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, no.
Yeah. Not gonna work.
Not gonna happen. But given who's in the White House, is it surprise you that this behavior's gotten a pass? Because remember, O'Reilly's ratings went up after the last allegations.
I actually think there are men in a lot of places right now specifically getting a little nervous because I think this has gone on for years. And as we talked when Gretchen Carlson was here, she asked each one of us, have you ever experienced this? And I think everyone has to a certain level experienced it. But I think oftentimes you just think it's part of the environment as a woman. So you just push through.
I think he can always get a job in the Grabber-in-Chief's administration. I mean, there's always room for some other harasser in Trump's administration.
Remember, Trump did praise O'Reilly.
Trump said, I don't think O'Reilly did anything wrong. But what's interesting to me and what's disturbing is that Fox News knew that there were settlements with women for sexual harassment. I think Bill O'Reilly paid out about $13 million in settlements. And
Fox
they renewed, Fox did, and Bill, and they renewed his contract despite
Of course they did, because it's all about money. And if you're not caught and no one's showing you anything, then they're going to keep doubling down where the money is.
Yeah, but when there's only 2 advertisers, the money ain't exactly flowing in.
Not gonna come. Because
He's got 2 left. He's got 2 left.
Isn't it the very definition of a hostile work environment? I mean, the culture seems to have come all the way from the top. You get rid of Roger Ailes, well, that is not cleaning house when you have the vestiges of that sexual harassment culture still there.
This latest claim, she said he would never talk to her, not even hello, except to grunt at her like a wild boar. And then he would.
Chocolate?
This is hot chocolate. He would leer at her. He would leer at her, and he would always do this when no one else was around, and she was scared.
Yeah.
She'd look at her cleavage, her legs, and call her hot chocolate.
Now, you wonder if he's trying to scare her or get laid. Which is it, Bill? Which is it?
I have to say this. We have a must-do. Bill O'Reilly, of course, has denied these allegations, and his attorney, Mark Kasowitz, says this most recent allegation, the hot chocolate allegation, it is outrageous that an allegation from an anonymous person about something that purportedly happened almost a decade ago is being treated as fact, especially where there is obviously an orchestrated campaign by activists and lawyers to destroy Mr. O'Reilly.
This woman is not accepting money. Sorry. Just so you know, for the record, hot chocolate is not taking money.
She doesn't want him to be on television or anything.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
She has no motivation.
I mean, there's a PR disaster going on over at Fox News right now. I mean, you have to be blind not to see it. You have Roger Ailes. Of course, there was a consequence for him. Now you have Bill O'Reilly. And you have many females who work there that the Murdochs, if they're smart, need to step up and protect. Because those people work at a place that has gotten a reputation now that if you harass someone, it goes on for a long time, potentially. It takes very courageous women to step up and stand up to that. So they have a responsibility to those women that are employed there right now to say that if we know that something's going on and if there's a record of it, of allegations, and people are coming out, and this is negatively affecting not only the brand and the money, but the safety and security of that work environment for female employees.
The bottom line is the law and money. And Rupert Murdoch, I was reading, you probably just read it, that he's trying to do a deal with Sky Television, which is an international, I see it when you ever go to Europe, Sky is like CNN, and he's trying to get that. And they're not going to go along with this, I don't think. So it's real, his days are numbered. Bill is going to be toast. What'd you call it?
Burnt
toast. That's you. That's you, Bill.
They must get rid of him. They must do it.
I actually do believe, though, that the Murdoch kids who do genuinely care about a lot of these issues and the branding of the network and do want to create an environment where women, employees, and viewers The women watch Fox
Then
News
why
who are
did they
looking
renew
at this.
his contract?
I don't know. I don't know why they did that, but
That's
I
the
think that what
question.
you see right now going on,
Well,
there
because
is
no one
accountability.
had bailed yet.
Yeah, and the New York
Yeah.
Times broke the story.
You know, so it just, you know, look, we see this in all kinds of places. This is not a new story. This has just gotten the most attention.
Right.
So if you want to protect women, when they're telling you this is going on, pay attention.
Yes.
Otherwise, you know, it's going to come up. And as you're seeing, people are saying, you know, I don't want my company associated with this because I have women in my company. So unless you're going to make a shift,
You
know,
also
they're
have,
gonna
though,
do it.
there, you have women on network right now, like Julie Rodzinski, who I know very well, who is suing the network, who is making these charges, and she's on air right now at that network. So if you're, you know, if you have a responsibility to those people, is what I'm saying. It can't all be about money, and it can't all be about.
It. You cannot have sexual harassment running rampant within
That's
your
true.
organization.
That's true, but
But
law,
they do.
but
But they
law
do.
law aside, you should be able to look for some humanity in these organizations still, and you
honey.
should. I'm sorry. That
Yeah,
may
you
be,
should. Yeah,
that may
And
be
we
naive,
should-
but you
and we
should be
should
able
all,
to.
We should all like look for all kinds of great stuff everywhere. But
Yeah.
the realities are, here it is. It's been there for over 20 years, and y'all let it happen. So we see it. People have now busted you. You have to make a choice. And this is not, you know, not everybody's gotten away with everything, you know, because Billy Bush,
Yeah.
who just posted his plea for a job, a comeback, he posted it online. Take a look.
Look at me. I'm Billy B. Trying to get back on TV. My hair's long and flat, and it makes me look fat. And I can't be. I'm Billy B.
So why is the person who
Sad.
made, well, yeah, because he's, you know, he's been thrown under the bus.
Yeah.
You know, now the
Literally.
guy who,
He was
the
on
guy,
the bus, now he's under it.
yes. So the man who had these conversations with Billy is now in the White House.
Yes.
And Billy is trying to get a job. So I don't, I'm supposed to say he got thrown under the Access Hollywood bus.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
I mean, is there something wrong here?
There is something wrong.
Life is not fair. It's
The
what
selective outrage
Yeah.
that we see as a country. People were outraged so much that they
Yeah.
fire Billy Bush. Bill O'Reilly keeps his job, and
So
the president
far.
of the
Maybe.
United States.
What Billy Bush said, though, was still not okay. Just
What did he
because,
say?
Of course,
Remind us.
after. Oh.
He was
Remind
co-signing.
us.
Well, he did say, he said he egged him on in the bus, and then after
Yeah.
knowing all that,
Right.
and you could argue at that point you felt uncomfortable speaking up, but then he then went on to say, go ahead and hug
Yeah.
Mr. Trump. It was uncomfortable to watch, so I
Yes,
don't, even
but-
though Trump should be punished too, Billy Bush has gotta be accountable for what he did.
But what you're saying is absolutely true.
Selective
If you're
outrage.
pissed at one,
Yes.
you got to be pissed at
I'm
everybody.
pissed at
And well, you got to be pissed at all of it.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it's
there
not
should
just one. It can't just be selective.
Right.
You know, because Billy was the easiest one to say, okay, we got you.
Yeah.
And everybody said, oh, good, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
look at Brian Williams, for example. Brian Williams was caught lying up the wazoo, and now he's an anchor on MSNBC,
Yeah,
making a lot
same
of money.
network.
You know, and the Clinton and Monica Lewinsky situation, he sort of got away scot-free, and
No,
she
he
didn't.
I'm sorry, he
got
didn't
impeached.
get, no, he got
Well,
impeached.
oh yeah, but he still was
Yeah.
elected
No.
again, and he
Yeah.
was president
You know?
again.
Yeah.
And
But he-
everybody
but-
says he
but-
was a wonderful president,
It is interesting
and
what
she
you're
can't
saying,
get
though.
arrested.
I find it
He
fascinating.
was a wonderful president. Listen,
Yeah.
you know,
Saying.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you pay your dues and you get caught and they take you to task, okay. You can't say we're all for women. That's why it's so hard to hear. You know, I'm for women. I'm looking out for women. When you then sit across from other people who are listening to you talk, and you say, "I don't think he did anything wrong. I think it was just locker room talk." That's not just locker room talk. It just wasn't.
But
And
he
so
convinced
it's-
a lot of people
he's
that it
convinced
was.
A lot.
He sure
convinced
did.
a
Also, though,
lot.
Monica Lewinsky was toward the ends of his term, and Bill Clinton was held accountable. What he did was horrific, but he was impeached. I think the argument here is that Trump, these things were revealed about him, and it didn't matter to people anyway, and they knew it in advance.
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Listen,
Yeah.
I love Bill Clinton because
No,
I
I know
like
you
his
do.
politics.
We're
But they threw her under the desk, okay?
Which one?